Hi, everyone. Lovely to connect with you again on your favorite channel, Brunch with Books, BWB. Some people count their week by Mondays, some by Fridays, but I count my week by a very special moment. Thursday, 5 p.m., the exact moment when our latest Brunch with Books episode goes live. The Brunch with Books is where five author friends, book loving, come together every week, no formalities, no rules, just conversations about stories, life, heartbreaks, joys, even world events, and sometimes, occasionally, very occasionally, a bit of gossip. Why do I love Brunch with Books? Because every week it gives me something precious, connection, a feeling of belonging, a place where stories matter, feelings matter, and people matter. In a noisy world, BWB feels like a peaceful corner where you can breathe. And honestly, I've read so many books this year thanks to the group's enthusiasm that I've lost count. Sometimes I can't finish every book, but through our discussions, I always keep abreast of the latest books that are being written, the themes that are emerging, and the voices that are calling out. One of the best things we introduced this year was pairing a fiction with a non-fiction, discovering the threads that connect them, and then mapping them with real life. And do you know what we discovered? Whether it's a novel or a research book, human emotions don't change their address. The relatable incidents we shared made BWB stop being a book club and started becoming a space of shared life lessons. Let me tell you about the people who make BWB so special. Shritapa Mahanti, a warm, understanding, talented, yet wonderfully firm host. Super organized, super particular, super dependable. No matter which time zone she's in, India, Australia, or Etheria, the magical land her character Aryan visits, our episode still goes up on YouTube by 5 p.m. sharp. Sometimes I think the sun checks with Shritapa before setting in Australia. And like Aryan, she is always ready to face any challenge head on, that too with a smile. Her fictional novel, A Heart's Journey, shows her strength and resilience, and she brings the same multicultural richness to our discussions. She anchors the chaos that the rest of us lovingly bring. Dr. Geeta Karya. Gita's storytelling is not storytelling, it's an experience. She doesn't narrate a tale, she invites us into one, makes us sit up, sip a Kodagu coffee like a character with Vaidehi, and gently leads us through emotions like a seasoned guide. Her books celebrate Kodagu culture and landscape, great authenticity. Her storytelling is gentle, insightful, and deeply human. She discusses not just the plot, but the takeaway, the wisdom, how they mirror our own lives, as she has done in her monthly mantra books. Then we have Dr. Siddharth Sen, an engineer turned clarity coach who has traveled the world. Versatile author, he has explored almost every genre, horror and poetry included. His books, especially The Girl in the Well, are selling across continents faster than I can keep track of. Yet he is as charming, as sharp, and as innocent as his character, his young fictional character, Sammy, his reading list is longer than my grocery list for Diwali. And the way he connects real life incidents to books, it makes all of us go, oh, so that's what the author meant. A truly global lens with a grounded heart. Now let's shift to Jasveer Basu, a chartered accountant with the heart of a poet. Her stories of motherhood stay with you, just like the beautiful book, Not Without My Mother. She reads people with the same sharpness and sensitivity that she reads numbers. Sometimes our quiet philosopher, sometimes our anchor, but always our steady, balanced voice of reason who makes us look at books and life differently. Now, me, I'm Sujata Taterh, a 71-year-old retired principal and CBSE resource person, 4 decades in education, and yet when I join BWB, I feel my youth returning. Their energy, their enthusiasm, I borrow it happily. I bring the nonfiction lens when I map a nonfiction idea to a fictional story. I realize, like my character Ria, that stories in life are twins. Both create memories, and no science, no Devi protocol can erase what meaningfully touches the heart. I see the power of creativity, and I speak of it. In my series, it all shines through in BWB. Now, let me tell you, our behind the scenes moments deserve their own episodes. Our author journeys, our struggles, our joys, different personalities, different careers, but one shared heartbeat. Books, Halloween horror discussions, the travel hiccups. On that episode, oops, that character was me. We laughed so much and learned even more. We grew together. Our viewer community is growing beautifully. Their comments, perspectives, and insights, they enrich us more than they know. It truly feels like family, the joy of belonging, the purpose of coming together every week. I still remember the day Shritapa called me. He said, let's start something. And she described this dream, BWB, Brunch with Books. I jumped at the idea. We brainstormed for days on Zoom, on WhatsApp, about names, formats, concepts, everything. And today, look where we are, where that one dream has brought us. BWB is not just about books. It's about people, about stories that heal, conversations that connect, friendships that sustain us, and a weekly ritual that anchors my life. Every Thursday at 5 p.m., something beautiful happens on YouTube. Five authors sit down to read, discuss, laugh, learn, just differently. My favorite episode this year was the future of storytelling. We explored how stories are evolving and why children will continue to read just differently. The future of storytelling is exciting. We even have a few snippets from that conversation. You'll see how each of us imagines the future. Because at the end of the day, Brunch with Books is where stories meet souls.
Hello and welcome to BWB, the Book Talk Show. Today we are exploring the future of children's stories and how digital platform, audiobooks, and even AI are transforming the way kids read now. So stories are no longer just on paper; they have become interactive, personalized, and even through voice command we can generate stories and listen. So the whole world is changing. So I will start with Dr. Geeta to bring in some more insights of how the world looks like. Dr. Geeta, over to you.
Hi everyone. I'm excited to share my take on the future of children's stories being transformed by digital platforms, audiobooks, and AI, and how it is changing the way the kids read. So let me become a kid myself and take you forward in time with me to picture what reading feels like in the year 2050. Imagine you are a kid who loves stories. Reading still feels familiar, yet the experience has shifted in amazing ways. Instead of reaching for a tablet or flipping through shelves, you use a small ring of light that sits on your desk. Kids call it a halo. It is your reading portal. You simply tell the halo what you want. Maybe you say, I want something brave, something funny, or a specific story. The halo opens the book in mid-air, right above your desk, in a warm glow that makes reading easy and fun. It's your personal reading hub. Each kid has its own. It knows your voice, your habits, and sorts your stories into neat groups like adventures, quiet bedtime tales, space fictions, etc. It runs on advanced AI but feels human because it understands what you might want. Once you choose a book, the Halo asks you if you want pure reading or guided reading. So pure reading is simple, floating text. Guided reading is both word immersive combo mode or a full immersive mode, which beams the story into the air around you. Imagine it observes you, and if your eyes slow down, the words appear bigger. If you hold your breath, the scene tones down until you relax.
Time machine has been very close to me always. If, let's say, we have someday a time machine, what will happen? So, in the future, just 10 years after what you said, 2050, I'm going to 2060, and their kids are already having a time machine kind of thing. So, it's a cool, like a dot kind of thing, eco dot kind of a ball. And they say they can actually scroll on it, which year they want to go, and actually, they can actually go into that year. The only thing the kids have now is a time machine. They can actually go and go back in the past and actually watch what they want to see. Like they want to go to the zoo, they want to go to maybe the period of dinosaurs, or they want to see how the whales dive in this, huge oceans. So whatever they want to do, they can actually do there. And I feel like this is a power kids have been given just to explore the past, and they always have a parental control, that they cannot do this more than 10 minutes. So they go, they watch, observe, they, even feel it, and, they are back in 10 minutes. But this type of storytelling completely changes the way of looking at things. The things which don't exist in that era of 2060, 60, I meant, right? Now that they can actually go back and see it. So that's my way of maybe imagining what will happen in future. Over to you, Shitapa.
What I feel the storytelling is now more about, what is in and around us will start reflecting the story we want to see. So it is more like including us. It's not we are observing someone. The hero is the child itself. They can just click a photograph and give to that story begins, and they can just see themselves as a hero doing everything in the wall, and I just felt like, they can uh, just think, I want this story to be like this, and the AI, with the help of AI, they can change the story what is going on. So now, if they see something, they have to follow what they are seeing, and what I feel is they can include their imagination and build more on it. So that kind of thing will also come, an interactive storytelling, where the input comes from the child, where they it helps the child to explore their imagination skills and can build the story. And what I see next is like the parent and the child sitting together and doing something to create a story for their family, for them. And then that becomes a family story.
We grew up with stories that spoke to us. We were listening to them. But the next generation will grow up with stories, like they will be imagining them. For example, a child can say, can the lion be pink today? In our time, our teachers, and we might have told our children, no, lions are majestic, but they're not pink. But in the future, the story will reply, certainly, here is your pink lion, ready for adventure. It's a lovely way for children to feel that their ideas matter. That would be part of their growth. And there would be story for every kind of child. We all know that each of us has a different way of learning. We all have our individual learning styles. Now, AI can adjust softly and quietly. For example, if a child seems restless, the story might add a song. If AI could add a song, if the child enjoys the details, the story will expand with a lot of descriptions. So it will make storytelling personal and individualized as per the child.
So to add to this, having robots, having the cloud, and all these things, I have actually figured out a story which could be told to children in the year 2050. So, the name of the story, this is for all you kids out there. Just imagine if these are the kind of stories you will tell your children, because obviously you'll be parents by then. So, here goes. The name of the story is Quantum Garden. In the year 2050, 10-year-old Maya lived in New Singapore's floating district where buildings danced gently above the clouds. Her grandmother, Dr. Chen, was a quantum botanist who grew impossible plants in her laboratory garden. Maya, come see this, Grandma Chen called excitedly one morning. She held a shimmering seed that seemed to flicker between existing and not existing. What is it, Grandma? A quantum daisy seed. It exists in multiple realities at once. When we plant it, we won't know what color it will bloom into until someone observes it. Maya carefully planted the flickering seed in the special quantum soil. As days passed, the plant grew in the most extraordinary way. Its stem was blue in the morning, silver at noon, and transparent at night.
And I am sure by now many of the viewers or listeners today are already imagining how exciting the children's story world will look like. And people out there who make content, this is also for y'all. Go create something so crazy, so beautiful. We have, as an author, we have given our ideas. You can go and implement.
And that was a glimpse into how each of us at Brunch with Books imagines the future of storytelling. We've seen our dreams, our hopes, our quirks, and a very real belief that stories will always find a way to reach hearts, no matter how the world changes. And AI will definitely bring about change. If these snippets made you smile, think, or feel something, then that is the magic of BWB. Thank you for being a part of our growing family. And if you are new here, welcome. Join us every Thursday at 5 p.m., where stories meet souls, where Brunch with Books continues to grow one page, one episode, one conversation at a time. And if you like this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next Thursday. And until then, keep reading, keep imagining, and keep believing in the power of stories. Thank you. Thank you.